Do you want to know a genius pickleball strategy that can skyrocket your game to the next level? If yes, then make sure to watch this video till the end. The third shot drop is an essential shot to learn in pickleball. If you've been playing for a while, you probably had more frustrating pickleball conversations about the pesky third drop shot than anything else. We're right there with you. If you want to become a top player in your area, or if you want to start playing in tournaments, you'll have to have the third shot drop a solid part of your arsenal. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it needs to work. Now let's get right into the video. So what is the third shot drop? In pickleball, the third shot is a combination of a shot and a move that helps the team that is serving get to the kitchen line. It should be called the transition shot though. But if you don't use an otherwise great third shot drop to get your team to the kitchen, you might as well not have done it at all. For instance, say you make a great third shot drop, but you don't get to the kitchen. What is the defender going to do at the line? It should come back to you at the baseline. Now you're trying your fifth shot, but you're in the same position as before. This is why the move to the kitchen line and the shot itself are both called the third shot. If you don't do both, you're not really moving from one thing to another. Like we said earlier, we don't want to scare you, but it's true that the most important shot to learn is the third shot drop. This is especially true as you get better and play at higher levels. If your third shot drops on fire, you're much more likely to win games. Let us tell you how to pull off this shot. Get your feet set first. Start with your feet. Don't jerk the paddle. Instead, swing through the ball. Loosen your grip and use those soft hands. Don't think of your third shot as a defensive shot. That's the key to making it go in. It isn't. Many players make a big mistake when they try to hit the ball softly on purpose. The ball usually goes into the net. You don't have to hit the ball softly if you don't want to. You just need to swing slowly and loosely through the ball. With a good arm, this will send the ball up, and hopefully it will land softly in the kitchen. You should work on your third shot drops more than once a week, and you should do them as part of your warm-ups. Have your partner stand in the kitchen and hit balls to you. Then after you've taken the shot, ask how it went. Was it too deep? Too far? Make sure that your partner tells you what you think. The third shot drive. The third shot drive is one of the most important shots you can use. Most of the time, this shot is used to catch an opponent who is out of position quickly. It's a shot that punishes a player for being in the wrong place. It also makes the fifth shot, which we'll talk about in a moment, easier. There are some tips on how to drive the third shot. Don't think you need to hit hard. The less control you have, the harder you swing. Shoot for the gaps, not the player. When you drive it, squat down and get low to the ground. With the third shot drive, it's easy to hit the ball in the wrong direction. With the drive, control and positioning are more important than just having a lot of power. Most of your third shot drives will work because your opponent made a mistake with their positioning or return of serve. If that is true, you have the upper hand. Don't waste that chance by hitting the ball hard right into the net. But before we talk about the tips to master this shot, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to our channel so that we can keep bringing more informative pickleball content to you. Your little contribution means a lot for us. When to use it. Most of the time, you'll choose between a drop and a drive for your third shot. As you get better at pickleball, you'll probably use the drop most of the time, but you'll be able to sneak in a drive or two now and then. But this depends on what your opponent is doing. This is why we sometimes rant about the third shot. We all know how important it is to pick the right shot, but the third shot makes it even more important. What should you do, for example, if your opponent makes a very short return of serve? A lot of players in the middle level would say, well, of course you do the third shot drop. Everyone says the same thing, but it's not true. If your opponent hits a high return right into the middle of the court, you should drive that ball right down the middle. We always want to take advantage of the mistakes our opponents make, and this is no different. You will almost always use the third shot drop, but there are times when you'll take the drive out. Your opponent hasn't yet gotten to the net. There is a big hole that is easy to take advantage of. Your opponent's return of serve was short. If any of the above is true, it's time to pull out that drive. But if you can't, you should be disciplined enough to use the third shot drop instead. Learning when to use either version of the third shot will help you a lot as you go on. When not to go for a third shot drive. When you see players at the top levels go for the third shot drive, there are a few things that they have in place which you may not have through much about. Reflexes. First of all, teams that use this strategy well are usually athletic, quick on their feet, and have quick reactions. You shouldn't go for the third shot drive if you aren't athletic, quick on your feet, and have quick reflexes. The fact that you were quick on your feet 20 years ago, doesn't count. Game plan. Also, these teams work well together and have the same game plan. They wouldn't go for a third shot drive if they didn't know for sure that their partner would be up at the net and ready to pounce on the opening. If your partner isn't athletic, quick on their feet, have quick reflexes, and a good understanding of the strategy behind the third shot drive, then you shouldn't use it. Excellent ball control. The third shot drive attack only works if your partner moves quickly to the net and is ready to put the ball away. If it's high, or hit a drop volley back if it's low. If your partner can't control the ball well, your plan might backfire when your partner pops the ball up and your opponent, you're always at the net, put it away for the win. So don't hit a third shot drive if your partner isn't very fast or good at controlling the ball. You should also never hit a third shot drive if you and your partner are going to hang out at the back of the court. If you can't help it, you should never hang out at the back of the court, and hitting a third shot drive is likely to keep your back there longer if you haven't been able to get to the net quickly. Third shot drop strategy and tips. The third shot drop is basically the shot you should play when you don't have a good chance of driving it. Here are some tips to help you drop great third shots. 1. Think about where you want to put your third shot. If you hit your drop shots to the sidelines, it makes it hard for your opponent to hit a good attack shot straight on and forces them to play a cross-court dink, which is easier for your team to handle. 2. Move forward as you hit your drop shots. After you shoot, use your forward momentum to move towards the net. When you hit with forward momentum, your body's always in a good place to make your shot more accurate and consistent. 3. After your team serves, don't stand inside the baseline. After the serve is hit, the server and his or her partner often takes a step inside the baseline, making it hard for them to hit the third shot. We think it's because your team just served and you're moving forward, so you follow the ball a step inside the baseline without realizing it. If you do this, you might get caught off guard and find it hard to make your third shot and then get to the net. Don't let this simple mistake cause you to lose an event. The server steps in front of the baseline after he or she serves the ball. The return serve is deep, so he has to hit the ball while moving backwards. This makes it impossible for him to move to the net after his drop shot. He stays back, and the other team wins the rally. If he had stayed behind the baseline after his serve, he could have used his great drop shot by shifting his weight forward and moving to the net. Summary. Your default shot should be the third shot drop, but don't be afraid to drive it if you see a good chance. Both the third shot drop and the third shot drive have their place, and the teams that use them at the right times will get themselves the best chance to win. So, what do you think about the third shot drop? Tell us in the comments. Also, don't forget to like this video and share it with your fellow picklers. Also, if you love pickleball, then make sure to watch the next video on our channel. Thanks for watching. Bye.